let's talk about Brady because Brady just won't fucking go away. Like, dude, you got
Hall of Famers.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
He might be. You know, the NFL. I don't believe they do it. No, they do unanimous. Like they announce that stuff. Like, you know, in baseball, it's percentage, and everybody's like, they're like, well, how the fuck did he not get 100%? You know,
like King Griffey didn't get 100%. Like
Babe Ruth didn't, Hank Aaron didn't. Mariano Rivera is like the only person.
I think he was like the first one.
Yeah, and you know, shouts to Mariano Rivera. That's how my daughter. That's how we came up with her name.
I did not know that was the name that y'all.
Well, we didn't know it was a boy or girl yet, and we were at 6 Feet Under in Midtown. I don't know if you ever been to 6 Feet Under, but we were there at the bar. I mean, she wasn't drinking, but I was, and Mariana's mom is of Panamanian descent. So Mariano Rivera is Panamanian, and obviously she's from New York. He's a New York Yankee, and he's the greatest closer of all time. So I was like, you know, Mariano would be a really cool name if it's a boy. And then I said, well, if it's a girl, we can switch it out. And she tries not to give me credit for this one. I definitely came up with the name. I said, we could do Mariana. And I said, one N, because if it's two N's, then people are going to say Mariana when it's Anna. I want it to be Mariana. And fun fact on that, that's how we came up with it. But yeah, the NFL, they don't have that. But Brady would be the first. If they did do that and they announced that, Brady would be 100%.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, Devin Hester made real quick. Devin Hester made 2 all-decade teams.
No fucking way. And he's the greatest special teams player
ever.
And then he's got a couple of, you know, receiving. Hell, he had like 400 or 500 yards receiving one year with the Falcons. So he's got some years where he's got some yards to add on with that stuff.
I can get not giving like Dante Hall into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I got it.
One-hit wonder, kind of.
But when you talk about the greatest return man ever, come on, man. But anyways, Brady, go away, dude. If you're going to retire. Stop talking about well, you know, I feel good right now, but we'll see 6 months from now. Then, you know, right before the Super Bowl, he like posts some little tweet or Instagram like, oh, dang, I missed it. You know, I'm supposed to be here type shit. Then you see the Matthew Stafford post where Matthew got the bottle of 1942. He's on stage slurring, not making any sense at all.
It's a good call. I mean, good call. Personally, I would have got a little bit better bottle than that, but you know.
I mean, like, yeah, us normal people drink 1942.
It's kind of harsh.
Yeah, the Lobos Extra Neho is way smoother than the 1942.
Once you get here, I got something even better for you. I got a 1942 Ultima Reserve up. Ooh. Now that is what tequila should taste like. That's the smoothest tequila I've ever had. It's also $1,000 bottle. So, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, and Matthew Stafford can afford $1,000 bottle to celebrate.
That's what I'm saying. He should have had that shit.
Because I just went and got you a bottle of Lobos, just regular Neho to bring by the house. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, my normal parting gift, you know.
Yeah. Well, and I appreciate that with some beers, you know, Josh, which I listened to you guys. I didn't get to hear the whole thing, but I listened to a lot of it in the car, and then I obviously saw your clips. Yeah. Shout out to Josh.
Yeah. Josh, funny. he was talking about Zion.
I agree with his Ben Simmons take, personally.
Hey, my Instagram poll is rocking with him though. They're rocking with Russell over Ben Simmons.
I'll take Ben.
Yeah, me too. But anyways, back to Brady. Then Brady's talking about Matthew Stafford, drink water and all of this stuff. Tom, it's not your turn. Go away. Stop trying to grab headlines. You know, if LeBron did
something, man.
Yeah, please. Like, if LeBron did some stuff like this, like while KD was winning a championship, we'd be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, stop. You lost.
Right. Or when Giannis won.
Right. And come on, Tom, you and Matthew Stafford, y'all aren't boys like that. He's not in your class.
Yeah. You know, Matt Stafford, and I hate to keep doing the Falcons thing, you know, him and Matt Ryan are really good friends, though.
And that makes sense because Stafford probably has an Atlanta house.
Yeah, like they're like their wives are good, like they're really good friends. And I think they both have twins, is what it is. But
Okay.
and NFL quarterbacks both named Matt, even though what did his wife say? It's Matthew, not
Matthew,
Matt.
not Matt. Mama named him Matt. I'm gonna call him Matt.
Right. Right. And everybody literally called, I guess they were saying Matthew Stafford at UGA.
Yeah.
Was, like when I just hear Brent Musburger saying it, he doesn't say Matt Stafford. He says Matthew Stafford. Like I'm just recalling back just because Brent Musburger was calling the games then.
Well, you know, Nick Wright says that Patrick Mahomes doesn't like to be called Pat Mahomes, it's Patrick.
But I hear a lot of people still say Patrick. I hear that. And I guess you hear Matthew Stafford. You do hear when you really play it back and you think of when you hear his name, you like nobody I think Matt's name is Matt Ryan. Like I don't think his name is Matthew. Maybe it is, but I've never heard anyone say Matthew Ryan.
What about Delbert? What's his fucking name? Matt or Matthew?
Delbert?
Isn't that Matt Flowers' nickname, middle name?
Oh, his name is Matthew, but of course we call him Matt.
No, Matthew Thomas Ryan. If that's not the whitest name I've ever heard in my life.
Nobody fucking calls him Matthew Ryan. Everybody calls Matt or Matty.
Yeah, Matty Ice.
Don't nobody call that nigga Matthew. Like
I remember getting a fucking 12-pack of Natty Ice to drink during the Super Bowl because I was drinking Natty Ice for Matty Ice.
Right.
That shit was awful. I gave it away.
I know. How stupid was that?
After I drank the first one, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here?
You should have. Where were you at for that? But you weren't here.
I was in San Diego. I had Eric Boyd and Reggie Jones over, and I kicked them out because I said, like, they came over, we're cool. Then they started making jokes. I was like, hey, look here, man. Y'all got one more joke or you got to go because I'm angry.
Yeah, well, because